Welcome back to Everyday Stoic. Today we'll be reading Stoic Affirmations.
Remember today to take criticism and comments in a constructive manner. What can you learn from this criticism? Is there any truth to it? Is the person trying to help you? Or does it only reflect their own issues? Remember today this quote by Dostoevsky: "The darker the night, the brighter the stars." When you feel like the nights are too dark, try to remember that there will be a brighter day. You can endure what you must, and you must enjoy what you can. Remember today that procrastination is not proof of laziness. Procrastination is only a bad habit. A habit of gaining stimulus through a quicker and more certain process. Hard-working, smart and successful people still have bad habits. Just like any other habit, the longer you do it, it is harder to kick. Start to combat procrastination now. Choose something that will improve your life and bring long-term gratitude. Remember today to lead by example. Don't tell people, show them. You could spend a lifetime waiting for that someone to do that thing, or you could be that someone today, now. And surely, if you want to see more kindness in the world, then you should put it into the world. The only thing waiting does is put more idleness into the world. Remember today to be an island in a sea of craziness. You cannot control these outward forces. You can, however, be the best version of yourself. Someone who is prepared for the outcome, someone who is ready to accept the storm. It is in this acceptance that you become an island. The waves may crash over you, but you won't drown. Others will gain hope from you. Remember today this quote by Confucius: "We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one." Stop waiting for that dream life you have in your head and start today. Appreciate the life you have now. Understand that this is a life you get to live. You can improve it, but you have to accept it. Remember today that any person capable of angering you becomes your master. By reacting in anger, they win. Good decisions are not made of anger. When a person or situation makes you feel angry, you must take a step away and let it pass. A better decision will be made later, when your anger is gone. I am strong enough to face all the challenges and adversity that life will throw at me. I am unable to change many difficulties that will enter my life. I can, however, change the way they affect me. I can use my strength to pass through adversity, and use the lessons learned to help myself and others around me. Remember today that when others are rude to you, it is only a reflection of their own issues. Ask yourself if their behavior is due to another reason. If they appear rude, then maybe they are shy or unwell. Remain unbiased. Try to be more empathetic. It may help the situation. I am the master of myself. I will no longer seek out excuses. I will only look for the best outcome and react accordingly. If someone angers me, I am responsible for how I react to them. So I will seek the best outcome and react accordingly. Life will always deal you a better hand if you look out for the best outcome and pursue it. Remember today that everyone is going through a tragedy. It is true that for all the beauty in the world, there is also sadness. This is life. We have no way of changing this. It is also true that life goes on, and day by day we get better. Consider before you judge that others are struggling, and so are you. Remember today to stop talking about what a good person should be and just be one. Don't waste time criticizing the flaws of others. Fix your own flaws and lead by example. No good comes from knocking down others. The good comes from helping them up. Less shaming, less critiquing, more helping and more kindness. Remember today that nothing is more valuable than your time, for it is irretrievable. Putting things off is the biggest waste of life, as it denies us the present by promising the future. If it is important to do, then do it. Think of all the things you've put off in your life and never got around to. Don't let the things that are important to you now be added to that list. Leo Tolstoy once said, "Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one of changing himself." Remember this today. Don't hope that things get better by themselves. Make yourself better, and that will drastically improve the world around you. You will have a better understanding and perception of the world. Remember today to stop and ask yourself if what you are doing is necessary. Is it important that you do it? Is there something else you could be doing? Let go of the things that stress you. If it is not necessary to do, then let go, and let go of the stress that it holds over you. Is it necessary? What is important? Remember these two questions. I am ready to take on the challenges that today will throw at me. I am aware that the day may knock me back or even knock me down, but I am ready. I understand that each day I have lived and each day that follows has its own obstacles. Because of this knowledge I am prepared for the challenges, and I can use them as a chance to learn or build character. Remember today the judgment you fear so much. Is it the judgment of these people that holds you back from your dreams? Does their judgment make you hide your true character, your true feeling? Look at these people and understand that they are just like you, a person. They don't judge you, just like you don't judge them. They worry about self just as much as you do. Remember today not to expect something to happen a certain way. More importantly, don't put hope in an expectation. It will happen as it should, according to its own nature. Therefore, it is more common that your expectations won't be met and you'll be disappointed. If it is out of your control, then take it as it is, without expectation. Remember today what Socrates said: contentment is natural wealth. You will always be poor if you desire more. The quickest way to riches is to remove your greed. He who is content with the least is also the richest. Try to remember this when you get yourself down in desiring something you don't have. Remember today that if you want to start anything new, you must first accept being a beginner. Beginners may fail and embarrass themselves regularly. This is only natural. Once you understand that this is the path to improvement, you will feel more comfort in starting. Don't be afraid, as this is the path you must take to growth or even mastery. Remember today that nothing is under our control except our own actions. Therefore, you should not have expectations for the world to change. You should work on changing yourself. Your actions speak louder than words, and if you want others to change, then you must change yourself and lead the way. Stop waiting for that someone. Be that someone. Remember today that you learn nothing when you speak. You only repeat to others what you already know. The key is to listen and observe. People who think they know all have prematurely finished education and will live a life of ignorance. Bruce Lee once said, "A man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer." Remember today what Viktor Frankl once said: "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Remember this quote in all situations. If you're angered, then remember not to let them steal your dignity. You are good, and that cannot be taken away. Remember today that you must look at your situation as if you were an outsider, without bias. Before you react, you must see from an unbiased point of view. It is okay to be wrong, and it is of great character to be able to admit your mistakes and downfalls. Once you accept them, then you are able to fix them. It is even true that sometimes you may be the villain. But while you hold bias, you will never see the truth.
Thank you for listening to Everyday Stoic. For more Stoicism, please follow us on Instagram or subscribe for daily videos.